welcome back to another video. This video instead, we're not doing Catherine's Craft. Instead, we're doing a command showcase tutorial thing of doom. Anyways, without further ado, why don't I tell you what this video is about? In the translation, apparently means what this video is about. If you click on the video, you probably already know it's about custom arrows and how to make them. So, I have a couple custom arrows pre-made for this video, and I'll show them to you real quick. I have exploding, I have lightning, and I have water, which I have not fully worked out the kinks yet. So, this is a more of an experimental one. But, as you can see here in my naughty box, I have exploding arrows and lightning arrows, and I might as well show you a water arrow. So real quick, let's make sure this force field's off, and let's put in a nice wood, because this is pretty basic. For all my examples, I will have an instant charge crossbow. You saw that? It just instantly charges, so it's a lot easier to show these things. So if you want it, I'll put in the description how you're supposed to get one of these. Really simple commands. Anyways, first off I'll show you the exploding arrows. Now, I have no effects on them, although with what I'll show you a little bit, you can put any effect you want on these. And, yeah. So, you just fire it, and as you expected, it explodes. Next, we have lightning arrows, which I have a couple effects on. Speed, glowing, luck, and weakness, because I just thought that fit lightning. And notably, these will only do their effect if they hit the ground, not an entity. That is something important. Right here, that's the lightning arrow. And it'll burn down in no time. But we don't really want it to burn down, so I'm just going to clear that. Next arrow is the water arrow, and it's very experimental. And I don't think I've completely made it work yet. That was actually not too bad. So anyways, without further ado, let's show you how to make these. So I have a couple commands that give me the actual arrow. And this is actually the first step in kind of making the ones that make the arrows work. Because there's a special thing in the arrow that makes it just really special. Right here I have my lightning arrow giver and my TNT arrow giver. I'm going to do this one because this one is not too different. Now, in probably a different video, or maybe even the description, I'll show how to make this whole thing, this mess, to make the name. But for right now, I'm going to show you just the important part. So all you have to do is give yourself the tipped arrow with a custom potion color. So here, I'll do this right here. If then you have F3 and D, clear chat. So you do /give @self or @A. @A means all players, @self means, or @S means yourself. And I'm gonna do tipped arrow, and then in brackets, I'm gonna put custom potion color, and I'm gonna set that to 103481. And right here, this is a special color for the arrow. Type in whatever number you want here. I'm not sure if all numbers will work, like 1. It works. This is different than the normal one, because if you just no color at all, it'd give you this pink. But whatever your color is right here, I'll just do this for example. This is dark blue. Take that color code and copy it, because that's what we're going to be using to detect what type of arrow it is. Which is good for all players who don't want all arrows to suddenly explode and shoot lightning at the same time. So this tipped arrow right here, I'm going to make a new set of commands that is for this custom tipped arrow. And it is going to be the, let's see, I want this to be the, I'm going to say the llama arrow. Because that's a pretty simple arrow. Even though it's dark blue, has nothing to do with it at all. I'm just going to say that. Now first, before we set up any commands, we're going to need 2 command blocks. I want this first one to be repeating, unconditional, and needs redstone. You're gonna flick a lever on top of that and flick it just like this. The next one should be chain, conditional, and always active. This one should be pointing into this one. If it's not gonna work correctly. Make sure this one's arrow is pointing towards into this one. Now that we got that first part setting up, so this will always active and this one will only activate. This one activates because it's conditional and it's chain. So the very first thing we need to do is we need to do /execute. This right here is a command that will execute things at something else. So we're going to do execute at all entities, which is at E. Then in square brackets, we're going to put NBT equals, and then we're going to put these curly brackets in. Now in this NBT is what's actually going to detect what the arrow is. So first, make sure you get all the capitals right in this, otherwise it won't work. We're going to do in ground, we're going to do a colon, and then you're going to put 1B. This right here says, oh, is it in the ground? If it is, then it will summon or do whatever you want it to do. If it's not in the ground, it'll just do anything normal. You all listen to this. The I is not supposed to be capital. I mistook that. The next one you should have is color. Make sure it's capital C, otherwise it won't work. I'm gonna have a colon. Make sure you have a comma in between here. And then you're gonna put the color that you copied into that. So this detects when our special arrow right here is actually in the ground. Any other arrows will not work. Then what you need to do is to not do what I'm saying right now, because I don't know why, but I put as at self as you see me typing up there, and that's actually not what you want to do. So just don't listen to me. Listen to me about it. Just make sure you put that there. After that, put run, and then whatever command you want into here, whatever you want it to do when it hits the ground. For me, I want it to summon a llama when it hits the ground, because this is the llama arrow. So I'm going to do summon llama. And don't forget your little 3 squigglies, which means summons it right at the arrow. And you also need to do, outside the MBT, so not in here, you need to put type equals arrow, comma. So you should have this. So type equals arrow, and the NBT is in ground 1B, and the color is whatever color you picked. So now, if we test our arrow, it will summon a llama. But the thing is, I just say it might not stop summoning llamas because it just stays in the ground. So unless you want a llama apocalypse, I'm going to continue showing you how to remove and not just make it spawn more. And it'll fix a lot of issues you might have. So this next command block right here, this is going to be what detects your arrow and it kills it when it's in the ground. So it only spawns 1. Okay, so this one starts off like the exact same. /execute at all entities. And we're doing the exact same thing that we put in the other one. The same type equals arrow and NBT equals in ground 1B and color, whatever your color was. After that, you do that, and then the exact same thing. Because otherwise, it'll just, at the entity, it'll be like, what do we do? It'll just be at the entity. Now you're making it sure that it's as the entity. So then we're going to put in, when you guessed it, the exact same thing that we put in the other one. Now, is there a more efficient way to do this? There might be. But I'm too lazy to figure it out or test, so we're just going to continue. And then you do run, kill, at self. And there you go, you have your custom arrow. I have made my llama arrow, and I did something wrong. I don't know what I did wrong though, because I am weird. Oh, it's because I'm stupid. Okay, everybody, just to let you know, I'm stupid. If you saw me put in not this right here, that's just because I'm stupid. Yeah, that's just how it goes. So now this should work. If I fire this, one llama. There we go. It is a llama arrow. And if it hits something, it doesn't do it. You're gonna have to give it custom effects yourself. But that is how you make custom arrows. Now you can do anything with these arrows. Like, you can summon anything. You can make particles happen. You can do all that crazy weird stuff. I might even do particles. Like right now. Let's show you. So now I've shown you how to make your own custom arrows. Tell me down in the comment section what arrows you made. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to see more content like this. Goodbye.